Welcome those watching on Twitch and Twitter. We are doing a live stream, the first of ours, which is going to be an Alpha Sharks and Gaming Ape Club extension overview. So we're going to let some few people jump in here, jump into the Discord, and try to get some questions out. So if you guys have any questions, do not be afraid to ask any while you're here. So we'll give it about 5 minutes to let some people jump in, and we'll jump right into it. have not looked at the AS questions chat, there's a link in there to a Google Chrome web store where you can actually install the AlphaSharks tool. It's going to be the extension that we're going to be going over today. We do have two portions. We have the extension, and then we have the AlphaSharks view access, which is going to be the full access. So right now, that link again is to the AlphaSharks extension view that we're going to be going over. So if you happen to click that link, you're actually able to go inside there and install the extension itself. And once you get that up and going, you're able to go back onto OpenSea. And with that, you can, first thing I like to do is go into activity. And this is basically just a fire hose view of what's happening inside of OpenSea. And down here, I like to turn on the Ethereum chain only, because at AlphaSharks, as of right now, the Ethereum chain is going to be the only one that the extension actually works on. So definitely you want to have that checked. We also have sales checked right here to see again what is actually flowing through on OpenSea, and you can see it's kind of updating every block. And the few things that we're actually going to notice is we're actually indexing all the ranks for every single project that's coming out here, so that's pretty remarkable. So whether it's an old NFT project or if that's something that's just came out and revealed about a minute ago, that is going to be indexed through our AlphaSharks extension. And you can see that they're actually color coded. Notice you'll have some blues, you'll have a pink color coat. These are going to be our pretty much rank system that we provided here at AlphaSharks. And one of the main things that we like to look at is, let's go into Gaming Ape Club itself. So let's say you happen to stop and look at, or let's say you want to stop and come by to look at a project in particular. You can actually come into the, again, the OpenSea view, and you're going to notice a few different changes when you actually install the extension. The first portion I'll be going over is going to be this top view. If you guys can actually see this, it's going to be the stat bar. One of the main focuses on the stat bar that I like to do is I always like to go and pair owner and supply ratio together. That's definitely one of the metrics for figuring out our type of cell walls that we're kind of dealing with within the project. We want to see, are there lots of owners in the project? Are there potentially owners that are staking the project? We definitely want to know that type of information. So with the stat bar, again, on any of the projects that you're going to be looking at, these are going to be live time. So per block, this whole stat bar is going to be updating. So ideally, you do get your stats that you're looking for live time. So definitely two metrics to be looking at. Another cool one that we happen to pop up right here is going to be the royalty. So again, seeing how much royalty a project has is very nice to know. Next portion here is going to be NBCP. This is a very neat metric that not a lot of people talk about. This NBCP basically stands for next blue chip probability. And next blue chip probability is a key number for us to look at for projects that want to go, that pretty much want to be swinged over time, meaning projects with longer term growth potential. Because what this is saying is it's accumulating projects that are actually blue chips and taking a mean percentage of how many of those are actually owned per the blue chip owners. So basically, the higher the number here, the more probability there is for blue chips to come up and potentially buy this up to make this the next blue chip. So this is a solid number that we have over here at Gaming Ape Club. I'm really happy to say that because I've been following you guys for a bit. So 5 to 7% is that area that you definitely want to look at to start swinging quality projects into what they should be, which are quality projects. So that's a solid reinforcement number that we actually see right here. Another stat that we have right next to that is going to be average mint. And again, this is going to show us the average mint of the project itself. So pretty cool to see, again, if what exactly we were at the mint. So cool metric that we have right there. Active listings is going to be the next one on our right side. Active listings and total supply is something I like to pair together because again, we know the total supply, that's not really going to change over time, but what is going to change over time is going to be our active listings. And if we know, let's say only 10% of the active listings of the total supply is there, those are thinner walls to kind of get through. And again, we like to look at discrepancies in statistics like this over here at Alpha Sharks, and just having that popped up on a single stat bar is pretty neat. And again, these do get updated per block, so this is live time. So if anybody actually wanted to test this, you can actually see this number change live if you guys actually had to do this. Or even if you delisted right here, that would actually be one of the metrics that would be live time as well. Then the next one is going to be the floor. The floor price is going to be right in the middle so that we know right here we are going to have the floor price of OS, but this is taking into account a few different marketplaces such as X2, Y2, and Looks Rare as well. So if you guys pull that up, you guys can probably see a Gaming Ape Club for the floor price that this is displaying here. 24-hour volume, pretty much going to explain the same thing, just telling us the amount of volume that's happened within the last 24 hours that this is actually calculating. So again, another neat metric to kind of look at. Then we have this trio of sales that we actually have coming in here. And this is really neat for stuff like momentum plays, because if you can see stuff that has more sales within the last day and the last hour and the last 10 minutes, this can give you an idea of how strong that momentum is and on what time frame that momentum is actually coming in on. So really cool metric that we have here, kind of just displayed at all times. So the next portion we have on the right hand side is going to be the metadata fetched and our rank rarity. So the metadata fetch is going to say how much percent of the data is actually calculated. So are we truly revealed? Do we have all of that information out on the project, or do we not? And rank variety is going to help us out with that. If we have 0% rank variety, this is going to tell us that this project is very likely unrevealed because, again, there's no variety in ranks. When there's 100% rank variety and 100% metadata fetch, it's telling us that the project is completely revealed and all the ranks are being displayed. So again, if we do come up with one project that is not revealed, we'll definitely see these percentages change. So that's going to be that top portion of the extension, and that's going to be the stat bar that we have on top. Again, really cool statistics that we get at the tip of our fingers. So yeah, that's the first top portion that we have. So I kind of want to open it up to questions if there were any regarding that top portion I was looking at. Again, you guys can unmute your mics. You guys can type inside the AS questions chat above this voice channel as well. However you guys wanted to do that. Again, don't.
Also, real quick, just heads up, if you guys joined early, and you can't unmute, just leave and join back, and you can unmute your mic.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, definitely do not be afraid to ask questions, because again, if you have a question, there's very likely somebody else on the internet also has the same question. So again, highly encourage if you guys have any questions. If not, we'll go down into the actual rank rarity. Again, if you guys have any questions, don't be afraid to unmute your mic or type in the AS questions either. So pretty much done with the top stat portion, which again is going to give us some quick statistics that we're going to want to see no matter what time frame we're looking at, whether we're swing trading, momentum trading, day trading, really useful stats that we can utilize. The next portion I do want to go over is going to be this right hand AS Alpha Sharks summary view. So what you can do there is actually pop that out, and it's going to give us a quick breakdown of the project itself. So first being the name of the project, it's going to give us the contract, going to give us links to the marketplaces that it's actually displayed on, the Ethernet, Etherscan link as well. I don't believe you guys will get access to the view. I believe people who do show up get full access for a limited time, so that will be fixed. But we'll go over that in a little bit. But this view stats, it's basically going to give a quick breakdown of what's actually inside the view portion. So again, it's going to give us the average mint. It's going to give us listing floor. Again, it's going to be taking into consideration multiple marketplaces. Going to give us our NBCP, which we talked about earlier. Our listing percentage. This is solid because it also gives us the percentage that's actually listed compared to the total supply. So 2.4% listed out of 6550 supply is pretty solid. It actually shows a really strong community, technically wise. Really solid metric there. Then again, shows the royalties as well. So again, you can get a really quick breakdown with just overlooking projects and seeing how these kind of statistics are matching up. The next interesting thing we have is notable holders. So this one's a really interesting metric I like to bring up a lot because this kind of coincides with our NBCP that we actually have. So you can see Gutter Cat Gang, 3 wallets hold 4 Gaming Ape Clubs. You have Moonbirds that hold 5, Bored Ape Yacht Club, Mutant Ape Yacht Club, Cyber Kongs, Cool Cats, Azuki, World of Women. You can see all these different projects that actually hold Gaming Ape Club, and you can see how many they actually hold. So that's a pretty cool insight on the types of holders that are inside projects. So this is, again, a pretty quick little breakdown that you can just pop up on any project that you're looking at through the extension view with the summary tab on the right hand side. As you scroll down, you can also get the sell walls, and seeing where people are actually selling at. You get the momentum chart as well, which will have sales and amount of listings that are actually happening. So this is pretty cool. If you can see like a momentum play, you'll see all the buys coming in and the amount of listings at the same time, and kind of get an idea of who's in control, either the buyers or the sellers. And one of the last things is going to be the holder distribution. So here's going to be a map pretty much saying 832 people hold 1 Gaming Ape Club. When you go to 2, there's 174. You go down the line, that's kind of how that's read. So 38 people hold 3, and 15 people hold 4, and so on and so on and so on. So this is again a pretty quick summary view looking through the extension itself. Again, just being able to pop this up on any project that you're kind of looking into is going to help you get a better read on, again, whatever you're looking for, whether you're looking for the type of people that are inside the project, or if you're looking to see if there can be potential push in price due to the amount of listings, or if you like the NBCP. I mean, it really just opens up a slew of options for people to trade any ideas that they're really looking for. So yeah, that's going to be the Alpha Sharks summary view that we have right there. Were there any questions regarding that view or that section that we kind of just went over? We've gone over, again, the stat line portion, and we've also gone over the summary view. Then we have just about one more kind of view to kind of go over, but before we go over that, I kind of want to open that up to questions if anybody had any. No dice. Again, you guys are able to type questions inside the Alpha Sharks questions chat, or you guys can unmute your mic as well. If not, we'll jump, I guess, straight into the actual rarity ranking of Alpha Sharks. So, first thing, I guess, when you're actually inside the project that you're going to be looking at, one of the things that you'll notice is we'll have our Alpha Sharks rarity right beneath the NFT itself. So again, you'll see the color-coded tags with the percentages right next to them, and this is pretty much indicating our rarity system that we're inputting. So if, say, you happen to click on the floor one, let's actually break down how Alpha Shark's rarity reads that floor, Gaming Ape Club. So we can see here, first it's going to give us the listings of where this is actually listed. So on OpenSea, notice you can actually buy that right here. It's not listed on X2Y2, nor looks rare. Then we have our color-coded percentages here. And again, this is going to be our ranking system. So the first one that you're going to see is going to be green, and that's going to indicate 20% or higher that this particular stat is actually shown up within the NFT project that many times. So it's shown about 34.78% throughout the whole collection. And again, right here, it gives us the numerical value of how many times it actually pops up within the project. So again, eyes that are blue, 2,278 out of 6,550 pop up, which equates to 34.78%. Again, we're indicating that this is a green because this is over 20% of the actual whole collection that it pops up in. And same thing with our expression being neutral. This is going to be 36%, again, over the 20% threshold. Let's jump into something a little more rare, like orange fur. So right here, we can see the change in color coding. So we actually have a pink metric here. And this is going to indicate a trait with 0 to 5% shown throughout the whole collection. So right here, notice it's right under that 5% threshold. Actually, 327 orange furs exist within the whole collection. And we can see that that equates to 4.999%. And right under that, there's also a neat little metric that we have here, which is going to show the floor of this actual trait. But then you have the delta right under that. And notice the delta here is actually changed as opposed to the prior ones. Notice the eyes were 0, neutral expressions were 0, background delta was 0. But notice here, the delta is 0.02. So if we actually go into the fur trait itself, we can actually go in there and see what that delta is talking about. So right now we're officially filtering for orange fur, and Alpha Sharks told us that the delta was 0.02 from that orange fur trait itself. And notice what that's indicating. It's saying that, hey, the one at floor is at floor, but there's a delta between this one and the next floor. And notice what that price actually is. It's 0.02 more, which again goes back to our delta right here. So the delta is going to indicate the difference in floor price comparative to the next floor. So a pretty cool metric right here, because if you start to see something that's very rare and has a really high delta, that could definitely be some type of sniping opportunity. Definitely if you're looking at something with that has volume inside the project itself. So this is definitely a very awesome metric that you can just know right off the bat per trait. So pretty cool for people who are sniping rares. This is definitely something that you're going to want to be utilizing. So yeah, everything else is pink. Let's see if we can actually find one with a blue trait. Let's go up here. Okay, so right here, our yellow eyes, notice it's 12%. So we didn't have a blue percentage in the last one, but the blue is going to indicate a trait with 10 to 20% that shows up throughout the whole collection. So again, 0 to 5% for our pink metric, which is going to be very rare traits. 10 to 20% is going to be our blue for mid, not very rare ranks, but then our green is going to be anything over 20%, so not as rare. So you just pretty much get a live visualization of what's rare and what's not, and you can see the difference in floor price from the next one above. Like right here, notice this yellow fur, the delta is 0.1. So if you happen, or somebody happened to pick up this one right here, that's definitely a buying opportunity, because look at that. That's a whole 0.1 ETH that could be made just based off of one trait. So you can definitely see how powerful the tool can be if utilized correctly with certain strategies implemented. Let me see if there's any questions. No questions.
Oh yeah, by the way, we're all using the chat now.
The voice chat. Oh my gosh. Dang it. I totally missed all of that.
Questions on here.
Okay.
Nonchalant's been really active here.
Appreciate you, Nonchalant. Yeah, Nonchalant's the man. Holding down the Discord. I appreciate him so much. Shoot. I'm trying to read through these real quick. People telling me to buy a Gaming Ape Clip. If I were to buy one, it would be this one. Totally based off just technical analysis that I do. This is definitely what I'd be looking at. Again, looking at the delta right here off of that 0.1, that's a huge difference. I mean, that's 3 times of what the actual price of the Gaming Ape Club actually is. So yeah, definitely will be on the lookout. But trying to see if there were any questions. If not, I guess I'll kind of use this time to plug the giveaways. So for those who have attended, Rubik's, you could jump in on this and say I'm completely wrong, but I do think everybody that shows up here does get full access for the week. For oh, RIP. No, I got told opposite.
Yeah, let me open that channel right now.
Yeah, so yeah, people who actually showed up to today's session, you guys will be getting full access, not only to the extension that we've gone over today, but you guys will be getting full access to the tool itself for a amount of time. And let me know if you guys want me to go over a little of the full access, because I really think that's where the full value of Sharks really is. The extension is great, but the full access is definitely something to utilize for sure.
Real quick, I'm giving a little going, guys. There's a channel above this phone display. You can go ahead and insert the wallet you want to have access to, and then you'll see some giveaways pop up in the description.
There you guys go. So make sure you guys definitely enter those giveaways, because you do not want to miss out on the full access. Especially you guys get to show up, learn something, and you guys get free access. I mean, it's a win-win-win. And I'm gonna go over just a little bit on the actual view that you guys will be getting access to. And I kind of just want to give a little overview on that, because it's a lot more in depth than the extension itself. So this is going to be the view itself. You'll notice this stat bar looks very familiar, because this is the same one that actually pops up on OpenSea as well through the extension. So again, pretty much want to utilize that the same way that we did on OS, but now we do have a nice little UI setup here. So let's say you're looking to snipe something in particular. There's a few different ways you can go about that. So let's say you wanted to see listings for a particular price. You can definitely set that. Let's say you wanted to see ranks up until a certain percent. Let's say you only wanted to see top 10%. You can apply that filter, and notice the amount of listings here is actually going to change with that. So you can actually filter by rank, you can filter by token numbers, you can mix and match these filters. So let's say you wanted to see top 10%, but you only wanted to see top 10% through 1 ETH. You can also apply that as well. So lots of different ways you can go about filtering Rarity for that. You can come in here, change by P&L to see if people are selling for profits or losses. You can see what marketplace people are selling on. You can see what ranks people are buying. That's going to be color coded on the view as well. We also got this very interesting feature, which is Trading View. We end up getting access to Trading View charts, which is amazing. If you guys have not checked this out, this is going to be one of the best features I think we have, in conjunction with all these statistics that we can actually get, just because there's so much that you can do on Trading View, and us getting this feature is really solid. Then you're also going to have the bottom 3 portions down here, which is going to be the charts. You're going to have sell walls down here. You're going to have momentum, and then you're going to have listings on the right hand side. Cool thing about the sell walls is you're able to, again, group these by the amount of ETH. You're able to group them by amount of holders. So if people have 1 token, you can see where those people are selling at. People with 2 to 4 tokens, you can see where they're selling at. 5 to 9 tokens, you can see where they're selling at, and 10 plus tokens, you can see where they're selling at as well. So very cool feature that we have here. Listing nature is going to tell us if people are undercutting themselves or if listings are going up for the first time. And again, you have marketplace here as well. So there's lots of strategies that we go over in the sessions as well. So if you guys happen to like the full access and jump onto getting a shark, we do hold sessions twice a week, going over how to utilize the tool. And again, not for just one type of trader, like a momentum trader. We go over swing trading, day trading, momentum trading, any people that can utilize the tool. We're pretty much trying to make it the best all-in-one tool for everybody. So we also take feedback directly from the sessions and take it directly to the team and try to implement what people are using, and pretty much to make it the most efficient tool possible, again, for all types of traders, whether you're long-term swing trader or if you're a short day trader. But yeah, this is going to be the overview of the view. And again, we do go over how to utilize these charts and going over the actual go over the actual idea of how to kind of put all these stats together and formulate strategies around what we're seeing. So it's a very in-depth tool, and if you guys definitely have any questions, you guys can always ping me, DM me, tweet me, whatever you guys need to do. It's literally my job to get people to understand everything within Sharks itself. So yeah, I think that's kind of gonna wrap it up for the session today. I don't know if you kind of wanted to jump in on that, Rubik's.
Yeah, real quick, so anyone not seeing the giveaways channel, if you don't, the chat or just unmute yourself and tell me, and I'll get the role. But there's three giveaways, sorry, in the giveaway channel. One's it's a $50 giveaway, which you guys can all join. There's a 250 GAC giveaway. There's also a S3 100% boost. I'm honestly not 100% sure what that does, but it's for Alpha Shark holders. So if you guys are holders, you can join that giveaway as well. And then if you are here, you can put your submit your wallet in the review form there. So you can
Definitely.
I think everyone should have one.
Cool. I don't see the channel. I think somebody's saying they can't see the giveaway channel.
Alright, perfect. There you go. Alright, then 5 minutes you get back, right?
Awesome. I try to just keep that on just so it's not a complete awkward silence. On top of that giveaway that Rubik's is doing, I'm going to drop a link inside the AS questions, chat. And I kind of do this for every session. We'll definitely be doing another giveaway outside of the Discord as well. If you guys happen to tweet the 3 Twitters that I'm posting here, and one takeaway that you actually have from this session, whether it's criticism, whether it's something you didn't know, something you learned, something you didn't like, anything, we really encourage you guys to tweet that at us, and we will be doing a giveaway on there for if you do hold a shark, will be some shark boosts, S3 boosts, and if you do not have a shark, you are able to potentially win extension to full access that you guys already have. So if any of y'all in here, Gaming Ape Club, wanted to do some tweets on that, you can potentially win extension for your full access for 48 to 72 hours. But yeah, I just dropped the link inside the AS questions. So if you could tweet Gaming Ape Club, Alpha Sharks, and myself, and one takeaway, you guys will be entered in that giveaway. Again, outside from this Discord. But yeah, I really wanted to just thank Rubik's and the whole community for even giving me the platform to be up here. Because again, I know there's so many people here. Whether that's from our Discord and Gaming Ape, this has been really awesome. Again, seeing the interoperability between communities, I think, is really awesome and something that we're looking to mold. So again, if you guys have any questions or anything that you guys need help with, shoot me a follow on Twitter, add me on Discord. Again, I'm really open to helping everybody win pretty much. So yeah, appreciate it, Rubik's.
Yeah, of course. And just to answer a couple of questions, for the GAC XP, you do not have to be a GAC holder. Any of you guys are in GAC XP. And then for the boost, no, do you want to explain what the S3 boost is for the holders of Alpha Sharks?
Yeah, so the boost is basically going to give you a percent boost in the shark tokens that you're able to gain. So if you have your Alpha Shark staked and you apply the boost to it, you actually get a I want to say it's 20% boost for an X amount of time through that boost. So yeah, you get to utilize those tokens inside of our marketplace as well for potential whitelists and everything else we have inside the marketplace.
Love it. Hey Rock, if you expand open the voice category, you can see all of them. Go to the giveaways channel, and then you can just click on participate. You guys should be able to enter all the ones you're able to. But I'll go ahead and draw those in like 2 minutes, once I see that there's no issues.
Cool. Yeah, we got a pretty solid turnout. So really shout out to your community, man, for being here and spending the time, because I tell our community all the time, I know people don't have to show up for these things, and it's really cool to see the people that are really trying to better themselves, you know.
Oh yeah, I mean, dude, there's so much valuable information here, so I appreciate you coming in here too and speaking.
Yes, sir. But yeah, don't forget to jump in those giveaways, guys, and make sure you guys get your full access, because again, you guys don't want to miss out on that, especially if you guys showed up here.
Gotta be honest, man, without having any sort of tools and efficiency, it's so easy to try to make profits or anything.
Exactly, man. And
If you don't have a tool, you can't do anything. So.
it's very tough. There's probably a handful of people I know that trade without tools and are actually successful. Trading is probably one of the hardest things you'll ever do, and having the community and having I guess stats on that is going to help us out a lot. I think that's why we really hone in on kind of the educational portion at Sharks, because I mean, you can have the best tool in the world, but if you don't know how to read it as an individual, it's pretty useless at that point.
Anyone need like an extra minute or two on the giveaway, or should I go ahead and draw those? I don't see any complaints or issues.
Me neither.
Look, I want all of them.
No way. Rigged.
Do you plan on doing these on Twitter as well, or just Discord?
I do want to do them through Twitter. The thing right now with Twitter, I'm gonna put them on blast, because yeah. Yeah, no, you're able to share screen. I figured out how to do it. The thing is, they reformat your video resolution, and it doesn't come out great. So it's very hard to kind of do that. What would be really smart for Twitter to do is integrate it with Spaces. If they can do that, oh my God, I think they would. I think user activity would go bonkers.
Yeah, that would be really insane too, because you can have a ticketed space, right? So you can actually have people pay to get in.
Exactly.
You can literally host like exclusive alpha spaces that cost like $50 to enter, and it's just like the best alpha in the world. I don't know, $50 is a lot, obviously, but just an example.
Yeah.
They use some cool stuff.
I agree. But yeah, I'm waiting for Twitter to implement that portion, or looking for a service that streams pretty quality to Twitter. So, but yeah, we're working on expanding.
Alright, let me change all the times. Draw. Okay, all the giveaways should draw automatically in like a minute.
Okay.
Trying out the new Me6 feature giveaways. It's kind of fun.
Nice.
Yeah, if you guys have any questions last minute, feel free. You can unmute your mic too if you want. Don't be scared.
Yes,
That really
do not be scared to ask questions. I don't bite. No, how's it going?
What's up? You already know, man. How's it going? Good.
No dumb question. Shoot it. So I guess the portion that we're looking at, there. Let me see if I can get the link again. First thing you'd want to do, I'll drop it in the. You would want to click that link that I just dropped. You'd want to add that extension, and go onto OpenSea, and you should have access to everything that you're seeing on the screen right now. So, yeah. There should be. It might be very limited access. I might have to ask Jupe on this. I don't know if he's still here. I believe it might be delayed as well. But let me double check that. I know that if you don't have access, you might not be able to see this stat portion up top. It'll actually be locked up top. I think the first 2 listings might be not shown there, but other than that, it's pretty much the same thing. You would just want to install the extension and go onto OpenSea, and whatever project that you'd want to be utilizing or looking at, you should have pretty much the same layout as well, just with a few features that are again locked. Oh, giveaways gave out. G to the O has won like the last 2 or 3 of them. I've seen him win in the last one before too. Rigged. Who is that?
He also got the I'm not sure how many people entered the Alpha Shark one, but he got that.
Nice. Pedron. This is. I got a few. I see lots of familiar faces. G to the O is definitely one. It's my name. Glitched. Wonder Vision. Yeah, that's awesome, man. Well, congratulations to those who won. G to the O, it's your lucky day, man. You better go buy a lottery ticket or something. But yeah, congratulations to the winners. Again, if you guys have any questions, you guys can drop them here. My Twitter has been given out. Don't be afraid to tweet me out there as well. And outside of the giveaways that have gone in here on Discord, you guys can enter the one on my Twitter as well. Again, if you guys tweet us 3 and one takeaway that you have from the session, whether it's good criticism, you think this was absolutely horrible, you didn't learn anything, shoot that down and you'll definitely be entered in the giveaway. So yeah, again, appreciate you guys having me down here. Love the community you guys have here, man. Really always appreciate teams that are always building and communities that have their back as well.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you taking the time. That was good 15 minutes, or actually, yeah, almost an hour.
Yeah, cool, perfect timing.
Well, if no one else has any other questions, we'll go ahead and wrap it up here. But as always, if you have questions later on, feel free to DM them on Twitter or Discord. Links are in the question channel. Chat again. Your Twitter is Eversoul.
Correct, with the underscore at the end. Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I've got another call in a few minutes, so I'm gonna go ahead and head out as well. But appreciate you guys all hopping in, taking some time today. Beautiful Monday.
Appreciate you, Rubik's. Good luck, man. And again, thank you for having me up here. Whole community, appreciate you guys coming down. Again, I know you guys don't have to be here, so appreciate you guys.
Alright, I'll catch you all later. Thanks again for being an awesome host, and I'll see you guys later.
All right, later, Rubik's. Later, Game Nate.
Alright, have a great rest of your day, my friend.
Y'all as well.